My name is young Lee Hertig. I'm with Isaac, Innovative Space for Asian American Christianity. I'm the second executive director and co-founder, and our mission is to bridge the academy, church, and community towards gender equality and equity in faith communities. Asian American women are highly educated and the most underserved population. We want to do something about it. Isaac was founded in 2006. In fact, on April 19th, our 18th anniversary is coming up. 6 Reverend doctors got together in 2006, and we experienced huge gap, knowledge gap, in the way Asian American faith leaders were trained. The knowledge were pretty white-centric, and we wanted to bridge that gap and generate Asian American theological knowledge, pastoral knowledge from our context. Otherwise, people get lost, they don't know who they are, and attrition rate was very high, in fact, in mid-90s. Something called silent exodus. So when you do ministry, ministry flows out of who you are. But if you're scratching your head and say you don't know who you are, then that is a serious problem. And then you don't learn something you didn't learn on the job. You are behind, you are not ahead of the people you are to lead. So that problem sparked us to organize. Of course, that was my PhD dissertation, something called generation gap among, first generation immigrant parents and American-born, or those who came when they were little with their parents. That cultural value clash is huge. In my previous life, I was also a pastor, and I pastored second-gen ministry. That began in St. Paul, Minnesota. We have webinars, workshops, and we have symposium that I've organized fiercely in the early 2000s and mid-2000s. But right now, our flagship program is called Pastoral Lab for Asian American Women Ministers, funded by Lilly Endowment. I'm deeply grateful for Lilly acknowledging the needs we have to mentor Asian American women faith leaders, because in the church they only see male pastors from the pulpit, and in academy, it's, as I mentioned, it's still white-centric. This mentorship program, as a cohort, serves them, number one, a space of belonging. All the women said in 21st century, they've never seen fellow Asian American women who are doing marvelous work. So that exemplars, seeing other seasoned Asian American faith leaders, even church planting, they've never heard of. So that's what's so exciting. And in the cohort, a lot is happening, which Germans call that Gestalt. The whole is bigger than the sums of parts. As we come together, something that we didn't imagine begin to happen in terms of sharpening their leadership and stretching their imagination as to what they can do and what they cannot do. We always run out of time. There's not much time to cover everything. So on April 21st, I organized Pastoral Lab Open House. It's a 2-year program. LA cohort and OC cohort will finish off second year. So we are recruiting cohorts, 2 more cohorts in 2025. And I found open house really helpful. And then the workshop themes, we will be picking up what's left at the monthly session. So it's called the spiritual retooling, how to edit your toxic self-talk. I'll be covering that. And then another graduate of our program, she's a therapist. Sangshim will cover Emmanuel journaling. It is one thing that other people, whether it's your mother, your father, they limit what you can do as a woman, an Asian. Or mainstream culture tell you you cannot. Or male pastors, just go ahead and get more babies. But what I found out helpful, even in my own life, you are able to edit toxic script that you inherited, and you can re-examine. And you are the author of your life. There's nothing you cannot not do. So please, you have no control over what other people are limiting you. But don't you limit yourself. The sky is the limit. You can fly your dream. So I'll take step by step. It's called the 6-step retooling process. And Sangshim and I will fill up all the people who come their tank to fly their dream. The most standing out, compelling transformation is this woman named Jennifer Chow. She has a Skid Row church on 6th Street, downtown LA. She lives in Valley. She met Jesus in jail cell, and she planted this Skid Row church. And she was very timid, but bold. As she is going through this program for 2 years, now she's dreaming something God instilled in her in jail cell 10 years ago, called Vision Possible. Her Skid Row church name is Jesus Knows My Name. She even had that parking lot church open during pandemic. I see amazing transformation of how she is beginning to own her sense of agency and who she is, how she is called by God to do something, God of the impossible. So we have her short video on our website. It's very compelling. Our latest partner is Grace Mission University in Fullerton, and they asked us to develop a program called Thriving Congregation Initiative. So one of the most amazing Chinese American pastor of 4 decades of ministry, he's imparting his wisdom from the pulpit and ministering in Chinese American English language congregations. That program is coming up in May. And Andrew Lee is one of a kind, and people sign up and they can learn from him. That's our latest partnership. In January, we had a retreat with our collaborators, Hispanic Access Foundation and Latin American Bible Institute College. 3 organizations came together, and as we spent 3 days together, my brain really was full. And we launched after that retreat that Isaac's 2024 vision is to establish Isaac 2.0, which means build Isaac's operating system that is sustainable and transferable. It was a game changer. So that's this year's vision. And once we build a sustainable, transferable operating system, then successor plan will be seamless. We want to be around, and I think I want to be around another decade, or if not more than a decade, to build this infrastructure. I've been on a treadmill, writing grant after grant, but that's not a realistic, sustainable plan. So we have a huge plan coming up to really fuel our mission, and you need that oil to keep on going. So we have amazing staff. it's an ingrown, I guess, pastoral lab. Women go through 2 years program, and some of them want to, can I work for Isaac? So it's a homegrown leadership. And I hire them, and some want to volunteer. So we want to really build infrastructure that this mission and the program I've toiled hard in developing will continue for next generation or two or more. We are live on social media. In fact, another program as part of Lilly Endowment Grant Project is When Women Preach podcast. And it's barely 3 years. We have more than 6,000 downloads. And people from overseas listen to our podcast. And our new marketing director is taking this audio podcast into YouTube. So now it's a video. That program serves people beyond California and the US. And there's such a need for both Latina women and Asian American women to hear from women who walk their talk and who's made an impact in their faith community, nonprofit, you name it. So people can reach us. The best way is go to our website. We religiously document our work every month. Our newsletter, monthly newsletter under publication will give people a real good idea what we are all about. It would really make enormous impact if Asian American community and business community to come alongside and open us some opportunity like Pasadena Media is doing to us that, get to know Isaac event. And a lot of change and social impact is simply showing up and creating opportunity. So today I'm gonna have a podcast recording with an amazing Korean American and Chinese American, Isaac Board Chair. He had no idea what an amazing noble background and ancestry he had until I came along and read some of the Korean writing. So, those kind of wonderful resources we provide. Check us out.
Jewish Federation of the Greater San Gabriel and Pomona Valleys is your local resource for all things Jewish. Through the programs and services we provide that bring our vast geographic community together, we create opportunities for people to engage with the richness and beauty of Jewish culture. And when issues arise and a strong Jewish voice is needed, our Jewish Federation is there to provide it. Our mission is to build community by strengthening and enhancing Jewish life, and we strive to ensure that there is a vibrant Jewish community right here in the Greater San Gabriel and Pomona Valleys. In 1993, our Jewish Federation was founded by community members that wanted our local needs to be met. It was an idea as to how can we make sure we're engaging with the community and representing the local Jewish community. At that time in 1993, it was an area roughly the same square mileage as Rhode Island or Israel, depending on how you look at it. But the mission has developed and evolved over time to strengthen and enhance Jewish life by building community. Actually, by building community and enhancing Jewish life. So we serve as the voice for the local Jewish community. When issues arise, we are the organization that responds. In addition to serving as the voice, we offer programs and services that are geared to meet the needs of the local community. Everything from youth programming like PJ Library and Camp Gan Shalom, to adult engagement opportunities like our Jewish Book Festival, our Cultural Arts program, that creates opportunities for people to engage with their passion and their Judaism at the same time. In addition to that, we also have programs like Every Person Has a Name, which is our 25-hour Holocaust commemoration, and we do other programs throughout the year. One of our newest programs was Ladies of Laughter, celebrating funny Jewish women. This comedy festival that celebrates the comedy and success of Jewish comedians was amazing, and we're so excited to be bringing it forward next year as well. We're expanding it so that we can get closer to where everyone lives in our community, but really expanding it in a way that creates new opportunities for people, whether it's somebody that's interested in hearing female stand-up comedians or improv sketches or one-woman plays. The idea is that this is a celebration of Jewish women who have made an impact on the world of comedy, whether it's on stage, behind stage, on the paper. But we're excited about having brought it to the community, and its expansion in the coming year has been really something we're looking forward to having. When I first started working at the Jewish Federation, one of the aspects was hard for us was for people to understand what our Jewish Federation does. Over the last several years, we feel like many people are fully aware of that because we are now able to represent the community in ways we never were before. And people are looking to our Jewish Federation when issues arise, whether it's anti-Semitism or anti-Jewish hate, or looking for ways to engage with the community. They're turning to our Jewish Federation for it. Our programs have expanded, our growth has been unbelievable, and we really are filling the need within the community, and we believe that people are finally seeing the value our Jewish Federation adds to the community. It has been amazing to watch how people have seen the value they find within our organization. Whether it is a parent whose child is confronted with anti-Semitism at their school, knowing that there is an organization like our Jewish Federation there to help them has been unbelievable. Or the family that was afraid their children could not experience Jewish summer camp, to be able to offer that opportunity for them, and for the kids to walk out of camp the first day going, "Mom, I have to go back." It has been heartwarming, and understanding really the value we add to people's lives has been amazing. We are excited now that we have been in existence for over 30 years, what's going to be coming up in our next 30 years. In the fall, we're getting ready for our 26th annual Jewish Book Festival. We have our next play through our JFED Players. Every Person Has a Name will be back once again at City Hall, Pasadena City Hall. So excited to see what our next 30 years has to bring. One of the challenges we face is really how do we continue to evolve to meet the ever-changing needs of both the Jewish community and the non-Jewish community, and figure out ways that we can further engage and connect with the community as a whole to make sure that a strong Jewish voice is represented. It's through the partnerships we have and the ever-changing climate in which we find ourselves in. The next 30 years are going to be incredible. Looking back at what we've accomplished in the first 30 years of the organization, moving forward, we are excited about what's to come. So one of the unique things about our Jewish Federation is that we've created opportunities for people to find their way in, no matter what their level of observance or connection to the Jewish community as a whole. Whether it is interfaith couples that are looking for a community to be a part of, or even for non-Jews that want to better understand and learn about Judaism, through our programs and services that Jewish Federation provides, we're able to create those opportunities for them to find their way in and connect. And what is unique about what Federation offers is this understanding that however you engage Jewishly or interested in engaging Jewishly, we have something for you, with the idea that we want to make sure people feel welcome and connected as an opportunity to explore how they want to engage Jewishly for their lives, whether it's for families that grew up Jewish but are not quite sure how they want to raise their children, to families that know they're Jewish but don't feel like they know enough to provide education to their children. We offer programs like PJ Library, which is a perfect way for people to find out more about Judaism with a gift from our community. We partner with the Harold Grinspoon Foundation to offer PJ Library, which is an international Jewish engagement program for families with children ages 0 to 13, where our community provides free books on a monthly basis mailed to the children with Jewish themes that are printed specifically for families so that parents can read ahead of their children, know a little bit more than their children, as ways to kind of celebrate the richness and beauty of Judaism. So as the voice for the community, there are often opportunities for us to engage with interfaith communities across our vast area. And so representing the Jewish community to others to make sure they have opportunities to ask questions or learn about Judaism or the Jewish community is something we value and appreciate, because we know that sometimes you don't know who to turn to. And one of the unique things that I love about our Jewish Federation is we have become kind of that public resource for people that when questions arise. You know, we work with local grocery stores around Passover to try to encourage them to increase the Passover food they offer for families to be able to celebrate the holidays. Same thing around Hanukkah, but we kind of serve that role in a way that makes it both special and ensure that people know who they can go to ask questions or find out more information. We do work with like the city of Pasadena, who co-sponsors our Holocaust commemoration, Every Person Has a Name, which will be celebrating our 7th year of running this program, this 25-hour Holocaust commemoration on the steps of Pasadena City Hall, where we bring over 150 community members to volunteer to read the names of those that were murdered during the Holocaust. This is an incredibly powerful and moving experience for our volunteers to be able to help keep the memory alive of those that perished during the Holocaust. And one of the aspects of this event we do is we partner with Yad Vashem, Israel's Holocaust Memorial Museum, and we make sure that there is an exhibition as a way to educate those that just happen to stop by City Hall in order to make them more aware of a little bit of the history of the Holocaust, whether it is looking at those that helped save Jewish lives or historical facts about the Holocaust. As our survivors are dying each and every day, we need to create new opportunities for people to find more information and learn about the Holocaust. And one of those programs that we offer, that Every Person Has a Name, is geared specifically for that, so that we can make sure that not only are the memory kept alive of those that perished, but also the world never forgets what took place over 80 years ago. But we also do more than that. You know, when issues arise in the community, we are the organization that people turn to. We work closely with our elected officials, both at the city, county, and state level, and even federal level, to ensure that they understand what the Jewish community is going through, some of the concerns. You know, we have an amazing relationship with our local elected officials that value the work that the organization does, but also wants to hear what are of concern for the Jewish community. We're in a time period right now where hate is rampant. The amount of anti-Semitism we're experiencing and seeing across the country is unfathomable. But what I find hope in and appreciation is that there are other people that are standing up and saying this is not okay, and we want to do what we can to help mitigate and work together to try to make sure that hate does not go unchecked. And so the relationships we've built over the years with not just the local elected officials, but other outside organizations that have stood with us at different times has been incredible and greatly appreciated. For those people that are interested in learning more about what Jewish Federation is offering, I encourage you to go to www.jewishsgpv.org. Check out our website, call us at 626-445-0810 to speak with myself or any of my staff, because we want to find opportunities for people to find that connection, whether it is volunteering on a committee, helping us with an event, enrolling in summer camp or PJ Library, or signing up to be a performer with JFED Players or our community choir, or even read books leading up to Jewish Book Festival. We really try to create opportunities to find more ways for people to connect Jewishly. Our Jewish Federation is supported by community members. It is through their support, whether it's on committees, donations, serving on our board. We really do represent the vast community. And with the ongoing support of our Board of Governors and my staff, we're able to make huge things happen in the community, and we're excited to be able to offer so much more for the community in the next several years.